then what I'll do is I'll weigh the load for consistency.
There you go.
Which is really weird because you're using weight to determine volume.
Yes.
Wrap your head around that.
So I'm curious, for a hunting round, would you want a slower traveling bolt as a hollow point? So like
you want a slower traveling bullet for a hunting load, but you also want to make sure that generally if you're doing 45-70, a slow, lightweight bullet actually makes more sense for a thin-skinned game like a deer. If you were going for a black bear or something like that, that is a completely different story.
So like a 300 grain would be like the best to use, like a hollow point wise.
300 hollow point would probably be more than adequate for deer. You don't need to go much beyond that. Now, if you're going for black bear, something like the 500 would be a good choice. Because there you want to do the maximum amount of trauma that you can get.
You don't want him like coming at you after you just shot it.
Ted, you're gonna be here tomorrow, right?
I will be here tomorrow. No, we're closed tomorrow.
Oh, that's right, tomorrow's. Oh,
Yeah, yes, sir.
But generally on Sundays, you are.
Yes.
Okay, how many grains you get in there?
95.2 grams. What we'll do is cartridge in. Right up in and taut. The idea is this is going to allow the powder to pack far more uniformly in the cartridge. End result is that I should get better consistency on burn.
You only have to tap black powder, right?
Yep. And if you take a look. Now I forgot one step in setting up this cartridge.
Yeah, we didn't put
But
a piece of paper in.
I did not put the flash paper in, but I am not at a point where I am out of the, out of the way. So that is fully at this point recoverable.
So you can pour that powder out.
I am going to pour it out. I'm going to put the flash paper wad in the bottom.
Yep.
And then continue on.
I see what you mean about the inconsistent grains. It's like someone just took a hammer and hit,
Yes.
flaked it.
It's like digging stuff out of a fireplace.
Yeah. And that's a wide, or is that the paper?
That's the paper.
Now they put a metal cap on the end of the bullet. I forget what that's called.
That's that metal cap that's put on there is usually referred to as a
Something to see.
no.
I thought you talked about this like last.
Yeah, I did. It's
You know what that is? That metal cap that they put on the end of the bullet. I forget the name for it. It's like a copper or metal cap, copper cap they put on the end of the bullet to help with pressure or something like that.
makes for more uniformity.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head at the moment, I do not remember the term. I will remember in a matter of a minute or so.
What's it used for?
They put.
It's used on the bottom, mostly in pistol ammo in order to
A gas check.
Yes.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Gas check.
Matter of fact, that's what I'm trying to buy is a gas check placer over there, and they don't carry it.
We do have them online usually. I can't guarantee that we will at the moment because of the way things have been going, but we usually do have them online. Now, you don't use a gas check on a black powder cartridge.
Oh, okay.
What you do instead of a gas check is you use one of these.
Oh yeah, felt one.
They come in
Those-
different thicknesses, don't they?
What is this?
This is 1/8 inch. These are homemade from carpet felt.
Carpet
Satur-
felt.
Yes. Saturated with a mixture of beeswax and lemon.
And how do you cut these?
Now,
Oh, shit. What you call it?
Rotary punch.
Harbor Freight.
Yes.
Wait, 'cause it's
Yeah, I'll be damned. And now you put this in, oh, okay.
In a drill.
So all you gotta do is put it in a drill and that spins it.
Yes.
Hell, I can do that. And now, what do? Just go to Home Depot and buy felt, a piece of felt? Or,
You can, if some Home Depots have carpet felt, you can buy a yard of carpet felt.
yeah, that'll last you.
That'll last you a lifetime.
now, is
Yeah, yeah.
Now, with a push, the wad is put down into the cartridge on top of the powder.
I seem to recall, don't use any synthetics for anything like
You
wads
don't want to
and
use
such.
synthetics. They can melt.
Why didn't you use the paper and that? Why couldn't you just use that? Because you just want to keep the fines
The,
out, right?
the paper is on the bottom to
Yeah.
keep the fines from going into the primer pocket.
But they can't get around that, though.
This is on the top. The paper's on the bottom.
You've already got the powder in there.
Yes,
No.
right.
All right.
That's like a little Chico rod in
I
every
thought
shot.
you poured the powder, you put it right back in again. Never mind.
Yes.
All right.
So that flash paper, that gives you a more consistent
Much
burn.
more consistent ignition.
It's just something that burns.
It's
helps-
So
something that burns.
basically, it hits the primer, which hits the flash
Primer
powder.
sets off the flash paper. The
Oh, I
flash paper
see.
instantly sideways.
That's why you-
So now I ignite the whole
Now you have
bottom
the
of
whole
cartridge at
column on
once.
fire.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
So I wind up with far more uniform and consistent combustion. When it's very fast and consistent, and basically it works just about every time.
And when you made your paste for that, what was just, you don't get distracted, but for the
Acetone and black powder.
Acetone and the finally, basically raw black powder.
just trying to get it to stick to the paper,
Yes.
you know, and
And then the acetone evaporates.
Yes.
Now you make that yourself?
Yes.
What do you use for the basic paper?
flush paper.
I
is
make
porous.
use of something that is commonly referred to as rose paper.
Rose.
It's used in the florist industry for wrapping the base of roses,
Yeah.
and it holds them together. It's a very fibrous paper, but it's very porous.
So it'll absorb.
It's designed to pass liquid very easily.
Oh, okay, for the roses.
Yes.
Yes.